As a matter of fact, it was.
No more room in hell. The dead walk here.
Happy holidays and welcome to Three Corners of Horror Live. This is our last live stream of 2023, and I am Joe the psychologist. Let me introduce you to my panel here. Yes, there's four of us. Surprisingly enough, we're ending the year with the fourth corner here. So first up, I'm actually go to, the boss here. I'm not even going to use Rick's line because I always mess that up. JR, how you doing, my brother?
You're muted.
You're muted.
What a way to start. I haven't even started drinking yet. I don't know, 2023, man. The year in review. Was it better than 2022, or we were just slightly disappointed this year?
Well, Junior's gonna come in saucy for tonight. I have a feeling. What's going on, Rick? How you doing tonight, bro?
What up, my beer brother? We're doing good tonight. I
We
got
gotta-
me my brand new. I got my new pint glass here. See, goes with my
Oh,
I love it.
with my Chucky shirt. You see my Chucky shirt?
Nice.
Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing good. Hope everyone else is doing great. Thank you for tuning in. Let's kick some ass.
And as I said, Lexi, our fourth corner, is here tonight. Lexi, thanks for joining us. You ready for this one?
Oh, I'm definitely ready. Thanks for having me to end the year with you guys. This is awesome.
Yeah, because I think the
And
last.
for horror, I got my Last of Us Halloween Horror Nights shirt on.
Oh, we're almost at the end of Christmas, so I had to wear my Grinch.
Oh. And I
really
never
got-
forget my wine for tonight because I feel like I'm feeling what JR's feeling.
What you got there?
New drink. It's actually done by Two Roads. If you live in Connecticut, you know Two Roads is one of the best homegrown
Hey.
beer. And I mean, Rick likes IPA from Two Roads. Yeah, this one's actually interesting because it's a combination of Two Roads and Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Ah.
Yeah, it's called let me see, Flavor Town. So
Nice.
I figured I'd give it a try. Promote Two Roads at the same time.
Oh, me and
Nice.
Joe do that shit all the time. Yo, they need to be paying us. Hey,
I don't-
Angel, what's up? Voices
Hey,
from the
Angel.
Yeah, I went IPA
What up, son?
also. I went with Beach Beach Hippie. I didn't write the name down. Oh, actually, I got the bottle in front of me, or the can. The new mic's throwing me off. Beach Hippie. So I had this one before when we did our Brains and Brews, Rick, and I said, "Fuck it, let me get a good one for
What?
tonight."
I've done that before. We gotten beers out of Brains and Brews that like Voodoo Ranger. That became my go-to because of Brains and Brews, bro.
Put that phone down here for a second. All right, so as we said,
Hold
it's-
on, that question said New Year's resolutions, the ones that you just popped up.
Hold on. All right, let's go around the room. Joe, you first. Go. What's your New Year's resolution?
Damn it, on the spot.
Look who's on the
I'll
spot.
start. I'll let you think. My New Year's resolution is to get my. I'm tying this to horror. To get my physical media collection back up and running. I had all my DVDs, but I think it's time to get all my classics and the newer films that I want to enjoy. I'm tired of streaming, man. Streaming is getting expensive, and they're fucking with me, bro. I keep having to rent movies to having to review them. I've heard to buy them. So I got started with. I got The Thing. These are all 4K Ultra, by the way.
Yes.
Terrifier 2. Come on, man. Come on. Creep Show. Yeah. Keep an eye out. Comic Book Horror Show pretty soon. And of course, we just reviewed it. Well, y'all three did. The Exorcist. I saw this for the first time last week, and I had to go buy the movie. So that tells you how much I loved it. So yeah, that's my New Year's resolution, to get my collection back up. So I started with these four. Let's go.
All right. Well, now that you mentioned that, since I took that picture that I posted on Instagram with my Fall of the Mutants omnibus book, I'm gonna start looking into those because I already found the Mutant Massacre, so I'm gonna recollect those X-Men ones, and that way my husband Adam won't be upset with the boxes of comic books. I can just have them condensed into nice books. and continue with my collection because I realized I have not. I did. Adam got me. I asked for it. The Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman 84, and I can't remember what the other one was, but so I can keep my collection going. I also have to finish my Marvel one.
What up, Brick Artemis? What up, son? How you doing, bro?
What's up, Greg?
Congrats on your 4K, man. Congrats. It's like this guy's a Lego collector and builder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Brick Artemis on IG. Follow him if you into that because yeah, he's the real deal. Thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by, bro.
I got a Disney Lego set. I haven't put it together yet.
Yeah,
it's like 1,000 pieces.
Do it, man. Come on, bro.
I love Legos.
Oh, 7K. I apologize. Hold on a second. You know what it was? I'm sorry. I got confused with P Rockzilla. He hit 4K. And he's 7K right here. My bad, bro.
Yeah, if you ever want to join us talk horror, let us know.
Cool. Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt.
What about you, JR? What's your resolution?
Wow, mine's quite a few. You know, like I guess doing the show with actually yes, you know, me and Radar, who's a resident guest, he's actually a co-host for one of our new shows, The Houses That Horror Built. He's an author. Definitely look him up on Amazon, get his stuff. But I guess working with him a little bit more has kind of inspired me. So looking to get back into writing. I got a couple stories that I want to get going. So definitely, yeah, I think it's time for me to on my big boy pants and just get my writing done. I can't keep saying I'm an aspiring author, as it says there. I want to be an author. So yeah, that's one of my goals. Definitely get into writing and convert some of those stories into like a screenplay. So me and Rick could get back into filmmaking. This year we don't want to go out and say what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do it first and then we'll put it out there. So instead of jinxing ourselves, we're just gonna definitely get back to filmmaking. We're not gonna say what we're doing yet, but that's one of the things. So definitely get my writing done, continue working on my health. I have high blood pressure, hypertension. Yes. So definitely want to work on that too. But yeah, I mean, I think 2024 is going to be a good year for personal growth as well as Horror Fiend TV.
All right. Lexi, before you say yours, I'm going to just give you a little asterisk on yours. Build your horror resume. That's all I got to say. Go ahead.
You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
Go ahead with your resolution. But
2023 has been awesome with you guys. I've done many reviews with you, but one that I'll never forget is when we did the live about camping. I think it was in the summer, or like camp, the sleepaway camp, and that was my favorite live because I had revealed that I watched Jason, the original OG, for the first time.
I think we gotta give Lexi one movie a week to watch.
Yes,
and we all and then between the three of us, we all kind of weave in and out, giving her every week's a different person. So
but there was something one of us put, and she's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "I can't."
Oh my god,
I can't.
But my resolution, I guess, would be to start a collection. You all have amazing backgrounds. I have a white wall or my green screen, and so I need to start something. What I didn't realize I was collecting was everybody's horror author books. I have Radar's books, I have Angel's books. I've won a few with Angel's friends. I need to start reading them also. Though I've only read the first book that Radar came out with.
I finished Radar's book, man. That's probably the second or third book I've ever finished in my life, man. I'm kind of dyslexic,
good.
So it's hard for me to read, and my ADHD issues. It's so hard to
focus.
Too,
yeah.
Oh my god.
But I just want to be able to. That's my resolution: is to finish the books, start reading them, start a wall. I have stuff to put behind me, and I'm lazy. I'm also trying to buy a house in 2024, and so what's the point of putting things up when I'm going to take it right back down and move? So.
Because you can take it back down. I mean, you at least know if you keep putting things up there, you can move it around.
Yeah, because I have a lot of stuff, but yeah, it's just pure laziness. I don't really make resolutions because I never live by it. So, yeah, let's just stay true.
Joe, what about yours?
He
I
said
said
it.
mine. Yes,
Oh,
mine.
what's
Let's talk about movies. Let's do
Yes,
it.
yes, yes. Let's do it.
This is what we are here for. We
I
are
know,
gonna
so yes,
talk
thank
about
you.
our stuff.
Selena.
Thank you. Is Rick's trying to take over again, but that's okay.
No, I just gotta keep it moving, bro. That's okay.
I know.
I saw
But
Joe
you know,
kind of
thanks,
stalled a little bit.
thanks for the question. I had to cough, so I was muting it, motherfucker. But so as yes, we're here to talk about movies, and obviously we're going to be discussing 2023. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of should stay buried in the ground, and we're gonna go around and talk about that. And you know, we'll start with the negatives first. That way we end with the positives. So the first question for everybody here is, what was the movie that disappointed you? There's the honorable mention is going to come up on the favorite movie of the year. So just tell us your one movie that was disappointed you. If somebody else's one in the back of mind, you got your honorable mention, pull it out then. I'm going to start with Rick, because Rick is always last as he took a sip.
Oh man,
Throw him off.
Like, I know. It was funny because he's like, can't really take a sip. I'm like, oh, sorry, bro. But yeah, I mean, he always gets to go last on most of the formats unless it's he and I on one of our shows. But yes, I'm going to go with Rick first.
What was the question? Which one? I wasn't expecting to
Hey!
go. All right, what movie disappointed me or
What
surprised
movie
me?
disappointed you? What
You
movie
pulled-
disappointed
see?
you?
Okay. All right. Now the thing is, all right, you said no honorable mentions, but I'm gonna name a few. Okay.
No, you're
Now,
not.
I'm not gonna
One.
get into no detail. I need to get this out before I get to my
I know,
last
but
one.
what if one of us is? What if you mention one of ours?
That's okay. We're all gonna mention each other's. It's okay. We'll just get to it. No, trust me, none of mines are gonna be on yours.
All right.
Trust me, I know what your number one is. I know you, Angie, are without even knowing. I know what y'all.
Oh, we'll see.
So all right. This obviously a disappointing film was It's a Wonderful Knife. Was very. I want to say disappointing because I didn't hear anything about it. I saw Justin Long was in it, cool looking villain, cool concept, and it just poor execution I think on that one. But like I said, I'm not gonna get too much into it. I just wish it was better. It wasn't terrible, but it's disappointing. It's not like the worst of the year, but as far as disappointing, I went in with a little bit high expectations because the actors involved and the premise on that. As far as bad though, I mean, this Exorcist Believer. Oh boy, I'm not talking spoilers or nothing in case nobody's seen these movies, but yeah, I think I went into that expecting something really bad. It wasn't terrible, but it was like fuck, especially after watching the OG. Oh, boy.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I would say watch it.
Oh, I am. I'm going to. I mean, I have to. It's going to be a fucking trilogy, and I
but
watched
Keep
the trilogy.
falling asleep on it.
Going on terrible though. I gotta put this on here because as far as like a film produced, acted, edited, everything, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, had such a good premise. The first like 5 to 10 minutes are good because you're like, oh, okay, this has it. Any of you seen it here?
Nope.
GR seen
No,
it, right?
I was planning on
I've not
seeing
seen
it.
All right, I'm not gonna
planning on
say,
seeing
but
it.
all right, the first 10 to 15 minutes, right? You're like, wait a minute. They found a way how to make it work, but then when you see all the technical issues, and then when it introduces other characters, you're like, oh my god, I think I could make a better film than this. And I found out the mask. They just bought a mask from this company called Immortal Mask. Awesome mask company, by the way. They just bought a mask from that company and just threw blood on it, essentially. Like, holy shit, they didn't even come up with their own shit. This is bad. Was bad. But I'm not going to put it as my most disappointing because I expected that to be bad. My most disappointing was Scream 6. Because I went into that with high expectations. And I reviewed it really well when we reviewed it, which pisses me off. I saw it for a second time, and that's when I noticed all the flaws in that film. Like, you can't have a movie where, like, it's not the worst, like, technically and, narratively. It's not. That's not why it's my most disappointing film. It's because the movie could have been so much better, and the fact that they took away all the stakes when people die, but then guess what? No, they're alive. So all the tension, drama, intensity, and like, you're scared for these characters, all that goes away because anyone could just get brought back. Gail gets stabbed by glass. She survives. Mindy, that's her name, right? She gets stabbed on the subway. She survives. Her brother, forget that. This motherfucker got stabbed like 15 to fucking 20 times. He survived.
Well, we said he's the new Dewey.
And it's always a joke when they come back. And I don't want to be taken as a joke because this movie had great scenes in it. I love the supermarket scene. Or not, no, the grocery store scene. Or whatever, the package store.
The
Whatever the
convenience store.
fuck that's. Yeah, convenience store. Thank you. Come on, man. When Ghostface pulls out a shotgun. And I like the reveal of Ghostface as a character. In the beginning, I really did enjoy it. But when the movie starts not taking itself seriously, I mean, at least the Craven ones, the first couple, he did the first two, right, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
At least those movies, and even the ones after, you still felt for the characters like fear, like, oh my god, they're dead, or you're scared. But in this movie, you're not scared anymore because people get stabbed. Look at the end with Tara. Didn't she get stabbed too?
Yeah,
Like,
everybody got.
holy shit! And
I
nobody
know.
goes to the hospital, or they do, they come back, and then they're okay all of a sudden. And and I'm not even talking about the controversy that follows after this. I'm talking about this movie in particular. I always had bad feelings about this film after I saw it the second time. And I was like, damn. Yeah, I think Scream 6 is my number one most disappointing. Not the worst film, but my most disappointing film. Because this film should have been so much better. And even though the producers and the company killed the franchise themselves, the way the writing was going would have eventually did that anyway. So, yeah, that's mine right there. I'm
All
done.
right. All right, Lexi, your turn.
What's so funny, yo?
So
Nothing.
I have two of them.
Oh
I'm
boy,
gonna go with
nobody's gonna
my-
listen to any things.
No, it's okay. I'm not gonna go into any detail about the second one. Like the worst of 2023 is Pet Cemetery, and I'm sure we have similar agreements there. So I'm not gonna go into detail. I think we all know here and watching. But my disappointed that I was just heartbroken over was Insidious 5. I did not like it whatsoever. The whole series is so good, 1 through 4, and this one just like it let me down a lot because
I agree.
I felt like they were trying to catch up with us. We knew as the watcher watching 1 through 4 that where their story was, Patrick Wilson and his family. But now they have, they wiped their memory or whatever. And what was it, the second one? And then, skip to 3 and 4. Now we're in 5 when they're all going off to college and, there's divorce and stuff like that. I just felt like it wasn't a team anymore. It was so rushed as well when it came to the horror aspect of all of it. It was so rushed. And we're just sitting there as the watcher knowing what's wrong because our memories as the watcher wasn't wiped. So, we're like, okay, get there. Let's get there. We know what's happening. We know what's wrong. And it's just like, okay, they're divorced, right? The husband and wife are divorced. But as the wife, you know exactly what's going on. Just help them. You're still a unit family. You had kids together. I don't know. The whole thing disappointed me. The horror aspect was okay for me. It disappointed me. And that's how we're going to end the series of Insidious 5. That it's disappointing.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I agree. I saw it, and I love how you said everyone felt scattered and the team wasn't even present. Really,
Unit. Yeah.
it lost
it's
all
like-
the heart of the film of the franchise because I enjoyed every single one of them.
I mean, we're
until
waiting
the
for
Red Door.
Dalton and the dad, Josh and Dalton. Hey, we know what's going on. Just get to
Yeah.
the point. Get to
Yeah.
we know why you forgot. Just get to why they took way too long. And we're talking about slow burns. This was a slow burn on why, the last 20, 30 minutes, they found out why they had this amnesia, so to speak. So it's like, I don't know. It was just, and I went into the theater and paid for this with my daughter. So that's more money.
I saw it. I thought of you when I saw it. Oh no! I wonder how Lexi feels about this point. Well, let's catch up, Booker. I'm
Be
sorry.
back.
Brick, I would agree, and first half was amazing. I think he was talking about something. I'm
Scream
sorry.
6. Yeah.
Scream 6. Okay, because I had the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not always used to doing this. Selena, I need to see that. Which one? Selena? Come on, my bad.
Something about
Joe,
Insidious.
Insidious. Yeah.
No.
Um,
I want to
oh,
like
thanks,
it.
Brick. Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, right. Yeah, we saw it. Get out of here.
Getting
See,
her
I'm
number one disappointment.
about to block
Yeah.
you.
Whoa, she
Oh,
said
never mind.
number
Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I,
it is. Oh, God.
I was behind. Oh no, that's okay, Brick. Don't worry about it, bro. I'm always behind. You're good,
All right.
bro.
What about you,
JR?
Jer?
JR.
What's up? Jer. Rick, I'm the moderator.
All right, so all
Count it down.
Wait,
Matter
before you
of
start, I'm gonna catch up. One second. Thanksgiving was a surprise because I didn't think they were ever gonna make that movie, man. I'm glad they did. I'm glad.
I still got to see it.
All right, Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. Oh, sorry,
You're
Joe. All right, let me mute myself.
Yeah, be yourself. You're just supposed to like look at the questions, and then I'm sitting in your seat tonight, bro.
wow.
Sip on your beer and help me out with the questions. JR,
All
my
right,
brother.
so wow, I only have one, but since everybody jumped in with a couple,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna do three of them, and all three have the similarity of how much it hurt the franchises. So Lexi avoided why Pet Sematary Bloodlines. Well, the reason Bloodlines was bad is because the fact that it had a chance to reset the Pet Sematary Stephen King universe, and it fell flat. There was a lot of things in the film that did not make sense. With now, when you watch the original is not the greatest film, but the original was good for what it was. I mean, we remember the characters, we remember Judge, we remember the kid, we remember everything about the movie. Unfortunately, with this one, they decided, hey, we're gonna make basically a prequel, but we're gonna throw zombies into the mix. Which,
Well, if you go back and watch Pet Sematary 2, it does mention the fact
Pet
that
Sematary 2, but Pet
I'm not talking
Sematary
about
1.
Pet Sematary 1, when they go back and flash back to that story and they give the little segment, they do discuss how he was found eating the guy. So
But not to the point where that one is.
it was a zombie, but yes, because when I rewatched it again, I'm like, oh shit, I made this little comment, and
Well,
turns
it's not
out
to the
that it
point
was
where,
in there.
because everybody that came back, they didn't go zombie mode. So, but they made it seem like that's the premise of it. You go zombie mode. But that one, for me, definitely disappointed that one. The second one for me, and I'm going to go found footage on this one, Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor.
I was waiting for you to talk about this one.
Yes, once again,
How'd you feel about it?
No, he did it. He did it.
I
He
did
did a review.
I did a quick review on it, but the problem I had with this one was, once again, Hell House, the first one was good. The original was the best one out of all the Hell Houses. The only thing that ruined the original one was the ending, where it got too chaotic. You didn't get to see exactly what was happening in the basement, and but it still ended with a good twist on it. Here you go trying to do the same thing as Pet Sematary Bloodlines. You're trying to do a prequel to it, but the fact is, you had literally 3 stories intertwined, and they were so chaotic and so out of whack that it wasn't cohesive, and you really didn't care for the characters. Now, they mentioned Carmichael Manor, but they should have did the Carmichael family, which the movie was based on. Show what they went through in this house, but they didn't do that. It got too out of whack to the point where they're running into the woods, and you get this whole Blair Witch Project feel to it. So you're like, all right, why are you doing this? You got to separate yourself from other films. But they did the same thing in House for me as a found footage. Yes, the acting was terrible too. I mean, it was so bad. But it's just I had to. The acting was bad. You did not care for any of the characters. And the thing with horror that we love and we hate at the same time is the decisions people make. And the decisions these people made in this movie were just so stupid and far-fetched that it continually beat the movie down, and I had no interest in it. I watched it because I wanted to watch it, see where it went, but it was a bad addition to the franchise. Now, my number one, I'm sure we're all going to agree on, because we all love VHS, and VHS 85 was a bomb.
Ooh,
We grew
we're
up
gonna
at
have
those-
some words, bro. Cause that's on my favorites list, bro.
Yeah,
No, but it wasn't as good as what was 94.
Which one was one before 85?
The one we the one
That
we
was-
liked was the one that had the robot.
94 was
story.
great. You know,
94 was great.
I like the
99,
very first one.
99 bomb.
First
This
was
one, it was a letdown too.
Let me. All right, I gotta hear this one. 'Cause I missed the review. I wasn't there, so 'cause I loved 84, 85, man.
No, it was.
I have my issues with it, but I want to go.
No, it was just a letdown. It was. I mean,
Why?
we grew up in that era. that was our era.
Yeah,
We
that's what
grew
made
up
it
in.
great.
But it didn't feel like that. I don't know. It felt like there was a disconnect to it.
Well, okay.
It didn't feel like all right. This is what I
Hold
went
on,
through.
hold on. This is your worst
For
Yep.
me, yes.
from all the over Bloodlines.
Over Bloodlines only because after 99 he's going after 99 I expected
I agree
way
with
better.
Rick.
No,
I think you're on. Wait, what's the? Yeah, that's the one. Adam,
yes.
yeah.
Oh God, he's gonna.
yes.
Adam hated it.
No,
That's
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
It's
That's
all
my
right.
husband. So
That's all right.
No, but even though that story, the earthquake one wasn't good at all. I mean, it was just
Really, I thought it was.
It
Yo, you didn't see a
dragged.
a
No.
found footage earthquake.
it dragged.
How did it drag?
Considering it
That
was based
whole,
on true
there
events.
was a lot of filler ends at that point. I mean, think about it. They're going down a flight of stairs. They're on a 2-story, right? You're in the middle of earthquake. You're not going to jump 2 stories. You're going to go through a whole rubble. I mean, a lot of stuff in that, and it was just, it felt like they just filled that void. Oh, let's make sure that everybody in VHS 85 dies by some stab in the gut. How many things you had stabbed to the gut and people losing their? Yeah, that was like the whole film.
No, because the lake people got shot. The
Yep.
one that concludes that people got shot. And the other, what was the other story? The earthquake.
The
people
earthquake,
got-
you had like 3 people that got stabbed in the stomach on that one.
Okay, that's right. That one story. What else?
Yeah, and the
What
thing
else?
with
Wait. What else? You said all of them. What else?
no, the best one out of all of them, but it felt like it should have been basically a full film was the one with the kid who was able to see like visions, and it was
the goth
eventually his
kid?
dad. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that
the dude
one
from-
should have been a solo film.
And that's one of the ones I like the least too. That's a fun.
Okay, that should have been a solo film. And the 3 that tied in together, they were so far apart that by the time you got to the conclusion that they were all tied in together, you lost track of it because it was see, Adam agrees. Yeah, for me it was
Oh yeah, the lake one. I got you. I'm sorry.
the lake one, but it was too separate. It was too far apart with those.
No, I love the way they
But by the time you got to the third one, which was more comical than anything,
But they got how different.
family. You talking about the
each-
family?
the family, yeah.
I didn't
Which
find the
family was that?
comical.
Oh no, I love that because
No, but
when
they
you-
got it was
when
I
you
know.
found
I know, but Rick, this is what it was like when I reviewed
Yeah,
it
but
with him and
it
Angel.
needs a different tone. Each segment has to have a different
Listen,
tone.
buddy,
All
you should
can't
have
feel the
you
same.
should have reviewed it with us when you had the chance. You didn't.
I was sick. I was sick.
He
Listen,
was sick.
no, hey, listen. If someone doesn't like it, that's one thing. But to put it as the worst of the
For me,
year,
But that's for me.
Yeah, it is. It's personal.
It's personal,
but
because
but your only criticisms don't make it seem like it's horrible. You got your criticisms are valid, but they're not. I mean, I saw the review of I edited it, so I seen the review of Bloodlines. You guys completely trashed that
no,
movie.
we completely trashed it. But here's the thing, though. That movie you went into with no high expectations.
Yeah, but after
But
VHS
V-
99, this
but
is a
VHS
big upgrade,
that's
though.
But what I'm saying is, after 99, you went VHS 85.
So
with higher
VHS 99
expectations.
was not your worst film of last year. So that 99 was better than 85.
No,
too?
99 sucks, too.
Then
but that was
That was last year,
85.
though.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is last year that wasn't his worst film of the year,
Oh.
right? I'm assuming
No,
not. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know.
no, it wasn't one of the worst ones. I think
But
the
what I'm
worst
trying to
one
say
we all
is, I think with the exception of again the wraparound story to me is always the weakest to me. I did not.
I hated
really,
the wraparound.
Yeah, that's that's
Weak.
I didn't like it. That's what
Stupid.
kind of brought it down for me. But as the individual stories went, like the lake, when those people when
The
started
lake
getting
is- the lake-
sniped, that shit felt real to me. Like if people were filming the way that one guy was there and the kid was shot and he died, then you found out like the
Ambrosia.
lake brings you back.
Ambrosia is
Ambrosia.
the name of the
second one.
segment with the family.
And then when it ties it back, knowing that she was
family
the
of
one that
killers.
did that
I
to
know,
and
I
this shit
loved it.
herself. Yes. And then and then the
trust me,
girl and then tied it back because in the lake when they said no, we're gonna call the cops, we're gonna get these motherfuckers. Then the SWAT team that came in and wiped them out, they were responsible for that. I'm like, damn, that's pretty damn cool the way they tie those together.
Just for me, is I had a higher expectation.
No,
for
I
it.
get that, Gio. I'm not
And-
saying.
and that's
you
the
don't
thing
have
is-
to like it. Don't.
No.
My only like disagreement is the fact that it's the worst of the year, though. That's kind of crazy, bro.
because I had higher expectations.
Yeah,
for
but
it.
bro, you're
That's-
trying to say this was better than Winnie the Pooh's better than
I
this
didn't see
shit?
Winnie the Pooh. I didn't see it.
Well, I know you, but yeah, you remember this is based on.
I didn't see Winnie the Pooh.
No, I know.
I didn't see Exorcist because I'm avoiding. I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
I
but guys,
don't
we
want
gotta
to
watch
see it.
movies, bro. But like them or not,
No,
we gotta
We
review
do,
them.
and we
Well,
will.
I'm talking about
do
JR,
it,
not
bro.
you, bro. JR saying he's avoiding movies on
And
purpose.
no, he probably will too. I mean, at some point,
I just
he
have
will.
no
Like,
interest there. If it's something I'm bored and
Yeah,
stuff.
but we have a. Never mind. All right.
Oh,
yes.
I'll say
remember you say that there's been movies.
I've
you've
seen
avoided
plenty of
watching.
bad movies. No, I avoid movies I know we're not gonna really, you know.
Mhm.
All right,
No, give me one movie.
everybody,
one
take a
movie.
breather. It's my turn.
Hey,
Well,
I think JR threw that on there because he didn't know what else to put. You know what? I don't need this movie. I'll put that on there.
oh stop.
Oh come on,
There's
man.
no way that movie's not
All
not
right,
terrible. It's
we're
got
moving
flaws,
on.
but to be worst of the year, but with all the other
We're
shit
moving-
that came out.
Listen
me.
again.
Agree to
Listen,
disagree.
You gotta make it
Agree to
spicy.
disagree.
I know,
Agree to
but
disagree.
listen.
But
this is-
GR, come on,
Rick,
bro.
Rick,
Come on.
Rick,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no, I
taking
want-
it back.
But
I'm not taking
listen,
it back.
listen. I asked GR,
I don't. do I have the
why
part of
did you not
YouTube?
like this movie? And his reasons to me doesn't validate worst of the year. His criticisms
it's-
are valid,
it-
but to be worst
inconsistent.
of the year,
Inconsistent is still a part of a franchise, right? Every movie that's
which
part
was
of a
better,
franchise-
leaps and
oh,
bounds better than the last one, mind you.
But 94 kicks his ass by a long
No,
mile.
I would have said
But,
no. I would have
okay,
said kick his
hey,
ass.
all right,
It was
hey.
better. It was better.
A
But
lot better.
Listen,
no,
listen.
Joe, come on,
each-
we're having fun, Joe. Come on, we
Yeah,
can't be
come
all
on.
be goody
And-
two. So
yo,
we gotta
and
get
each-
into it, bro.
Each story 94 was captivating. Even the wraparound story 94 was good.
What year was Creepshow? Oh, Creepshow was 86.
80s.
Hold on, I think it's 86. Sorry. Hold on. 82. Oh shit, 82? Really? I thought it was all right. 82. Oh, you know why? Day of the Dead is 85. All right, 1 second, guys.
I didn't watch that. I have no interest in watching Winnie the Pooh. Just like when Bambi comes out. are we
Yeah,
gonna-
did. All right, but
are
you
we gonna
gotta
review
watch
Bambi?
it. We gotta. All right, well, whatever. Nah, he's not gonna. GR.
See what? See what?
I guess
Exorcist?
he'd be better than Pooh, I guess. All right, Joe, your turn, sir.
I know it's my turn. God
Joe's
damn
been
it.
sitting there waiting and stuff.
God damn it, man.
By the way, just in case.
Hey, what's
what
the
you-
point of a
what-
list if we can't disagree with each
What
other?
you
Come
witnessed
on.
between me and Rick was the behind the scenes of when we reviewed Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, honestly,
That's
honestly,
feature
no.
today.
I'll be real. GR, you could, that's fine, but I really did enjoy 85 though. To be honest with you. All
And
right.
again, he's discussing first. You're comparing a movie that came out last year. We're talking about 2023.
No, Joe, stop, Joe. Don't do
So-
that. No, I'm not, Joe. No.
I know.
No. He's
No,
making
I-
it sound like this movie's worse than 99, bro.
All right,
That's
so
why I brought it up.
Okay.
That's why I
but
brought it up. That's why I
got
brought
it.
it up. I know you're
Got it.
defending your
Works.
brother. Go ahead.
I'm not
go ahead.
defending him. I'm trying to move
we-
this
we
along.
killed
I haven't even
99 when
had a
that came
fucking
out.
chance to talk.
Joe, but don't do that, Joe. Come on. Don't.
I'm not
I know,
defending him.
obviously, I know 99 was last year. I'm just bringing up the fact that. Whatever. Go ahead.
Look at Lexi.
I'm just drinking.
That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll give my two really quick, since obviously it was not going well. Everybody brought it up because everybody had to bring up extra ones.
All right, no
Obviously,
more honorable
Bloodlines.
mentions, guys. No more honorable mentions. Forget it. Let's just talk about one
So
thing.
JR said exactly everything that I was gonna say. So, but it's a wonderful knife. I was just I went in thinking it was gonna be fun. A great cast. Justin Long, probably my least favorite Justin Long movie.
Yeah, I agree
Actually,
with that.
it is my least favorite Justin Long.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Out of anything I've seen from him. I'm the one that pushed for us to review it, and as I'm watching it, I'm just like sitting there going, Jesus fucking.
We're not mad at you though. It wasn't terrible, but it was disappointing. It was.
It was disappointing. It was. It's just. Again, it had a great cast, a great premise. Yes. After JR started watching it, he's messaging me separately talking about it's Moon Knight. I'm like, well, there's a whole other where we're gonna look at the fucking thing now.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
But he's right.
I know.
As I'm watching, I thought the same thing. Like, damn, if Moon Knight was a villain, that's what he would look like.
Yeah, the movie's messing me up, and then and then JR mentions Moon Knight. So
Good shout, JR. Good shout.
yeah, for me, it would be It's a Wonderful Knife. It was, you know, we have very few Christmas horror movies, and you know, so they need to put like that effort in to make some really good ones, you know, because not many get talked about. I think the last really good Christmas one for me was Krampus. I don't know about you guys.
Christmas Horror Story.
Well,
William Shatner, come on.
still, because we reviewed that one.
I think Krampus is the better one out of the two.
Oh yeah, Krampus, like, you know, and I was glad I heard about that one, and my friend actually, in the way that it's done back, it wasn't done VHS. I guess we're in the current times. She brought a DVD, and it was fucking awesome. But yeah, man, I was so disappointed on It's a Wonderful Knife. Damn. And I think I said we reviewed it, and I still haven't gotten past it. I probably will.
All three of us went in like, all right, you know, it's Justin Long, a Christmas horror film, and we just got the funny thing about it. This was announced to me, at least, right after Thanksgiving, and I was such off a high off of that movie. So I'm like, oh, a Christmas / Justin Long. Okay, I saw the post with the guy on it. Let's go. But then, obviously, before I saw it, word of mouth, you can't avoid that, unfortunately. So people started trashing it already. Like, I'm gonna wait until I see it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
We agree.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Krampus. Yeah, Krampus. I'll tell you what, Brick. I'm glad you brought that up real quick. Joe and JR have always hyped up Krampus to me, and I've always downplayed it because I always thought it was a PG-13, okay, horror film for Christmas. Okay, it's not. That's a great movie, funny, but it doesn't.
And scary.
The scares that are in there, especially all involving Krampus, when he's like hopping roof to roof, chasing the other character parallel. I don't.
The Jack in the fucking box that eats.
Yeah, me and Angel.
I hate Jack in the box.
That last year. Me and Angel reviewed Krampus last year.
Yeah.
It's just a very fun movie to talk about, to watch. It's definitely you must watch every year now. It's a tradition.
This is why I love my boy Brick, yo. Terrifier 3. Come on, man.
I'm seeing the trailer for it.
No, I don't watch trailers. Oh,
the trailer's quick. It's a quick trailer.
Nah, it's a
teaser.
When does it come out?
That's next year, Christmas.
I don't know if is it for Christmas?
It's in December. I think it's December. It comes out. Not exactly Christmas Day, but in December. I think the first
Christmas. Horror movies don't do well on Christmas.
It needs to come out like yesterday.
I could wait for it. I'm in no rush for it, but I just hope everything involving art so far, to me at least, has been really good. Even like the old shit that he doesn't even look anywhere near like what he looks like now.
It's a different character, a different actor.
Different actor, yeah. And the makeup keeps. If you notice, the makeup's always upgrading too.
Wait.
All right.
What? No, hold up. There's an older version of art.
Hallows Eve. On Hallows Eve. You have to watch that first.
Art started as he had a short film called Terrifier.
But it was
they took Terrifier. Yeah, they took Terrifier and they split it into pieces and integrated Terrifier into All Hallows Eve, which is an anthology film. Recorded or filmed new segments with art to bookend that movie.
I saw Hallows Eve.
And then he was also another. I forgot. Oh man, there was another movie. I forgot. Yeah, it's nothing to do with art, but it's something completely different with like demons or not demons or it's.
I'm gonna have
it's
to
monsters
research.
in a sewer essentially, but Art the Clown makes an appearance in that movie too. For some reason, the name escapes me right now. But
see, this is what you guys were talking about earlier.
But that story. That story was also cut up and put into All Hallows Eve as well as a segment.
Okay.
So
I saw Hallows Eve.
After All Hallows Eve, then came the theatrical Terrifier then too. He wasn't in There's an All Hallows Eve 2, which I don't think he was in.
Yeah, he was in that one too.
Was he part 2?
Yeah.
I don't think Damien Leone. Come on, did he do that?
I can't jump on this one. I didn't see
All Hallows Eve are his.
No, I'm saying part 2. He did part 2.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it. No, I skipped it because I thought it was just a cash grab.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't see the second one.
Okay, Joe, what was the other ones though?
Those are my two, actually. Those are my two. It's a Wonderful Knife and Bloodlines. Bloodlines, you said you basically, and I don't mean this in a smart ass comment. It's just we both have the same you said everything word for word that I would have said. I mean, I'm a Stephen King fan. You basically shitted on a franchise. You shitted on Stephen King. I can't recall. Did Stephen King even say anything about this movie? Because
He didn't say nothing.
Knowing Stephen King, probably not.
Because if he's gonna say something, it's gonna be really fucking rude.
Joke. Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, I just think when they did Bloodlines, they should have just went back all the way to the beginning of, when.
Well, and
There was an age
even
progression difference. It was weird.
everything timeline was off. I mean, whoever
Way off.
wrote it had no idea how to do math and do the right ages. So,
Right.
but anyway, so let's go to some positive stuff. The next two topics are all going to go positive.
Yeah, let's get the bad stuff out the way first.
Yeah, let's get this out of the way. And I'm actually going to go first on this one, so that way, in case anybody takes mine, then I can at least sit there and go, well, shit, what am I going to talk about?
Yeah, I feel bad now.
So, I know, and that's why I said, but anyways.
Now he knows what you go through, Rick.
So, hey. All right. So, for the next, and you can't edit that part. For this next question, what movie surprised you in 2023? And I have two of them, since you guys are doing the honorable mentions off the bat.
I only have one for this one, so just to give you a heads up.
Oh, well, then you can pull another one out of your ass. So my first one is Totally Killer. Rick and I did that one.
Oh, yeah, we had a great time reviewing that one.
And here's why that one was such a surprise as a child of the 80s. And I said there, put your hands up if you feel personally victimized by Totally Killer. That's why I loved it, because it was throwing so many shots at how we grew up, and I was okay with all that stuff. But it had great kills. It was actually a fun movie. I loved it all around. It was a surprise. I went in a little bit going, all right, this is probably gonna be pretty stupid, and then it turned out to be a big surprise for me. My number one surprise.
1 second, Joe. I'm sorry. JR, I know you have a new mic. We hear everything you're doing, bro.
The clickings.
Oh,
and
sorry.
everything.
You're just clicking like mad loud.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Go, Joe. Good.
I know. So my surprise, and it's actually another horror comedy. It's called The Blackening.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Dude.
It's good?
Oh my freaking
I
god.
love that movie.
Oh my
I
god.
love that movie.
Anyone who I've put it on for has been dying laughing.
I gotta see it.
It is so fucking funny.
I skip comedies. That's the problem. I skip them too quick.
No, this is so I'm not a big fan of social commentaries in horror movies.
Yeah.
But this one puts him in there and makes fun of it. And it's just it's got the kind of humor that's lacking in comedy, because everybody's so scared of offending people. But at the same time, as you watch it, they comment, you can tell in their own commentary as they're talking that they know what they're saying is offensive, but they're making fun of the fact that we would find this offensive.
Nice.
It's getting a sequel.
They're self-aware. I like that.
Oh, it's totally self-aware. The cast is relatively a lot of unknown. I know who some of them are. I've seen them in other shows, but I put that on. I told Adam, "Hey, I heard about this movie." We were dying
Who directed
laughing.
that?
I did look it up because I knew that was going to come up.
Oh, okay.
And it is directed by Tim Story.
Oh, Tim Story did the original Fantastic, not the original, but the Fantastic Four from with
he did Barbershop,
Jessica Alba.
Taxi. Yeah, he did the Jessica Alba.
And that's another one I saw in theater and paid for, and it was fucking worth every penny.
I mean, because with the stuff you sit there and they say, you're like, and it is.
Did you know who the killer was? Did you?
Wait.
No, I'm not gonna say who the killer is.
I won't say it. I did figure out at one point, literally almost towards the end, but I did not through in the beginning. No, like you guys.
I did in the beginning.
You caught it. See, I
caught it.
The thing is, I thought about it, but it was such a red herring that I put it to the back. But definitely, The Blackening is you
A
know,
must see.
it must for comedy horror, and it's yeah, I definitely
I
would
gotta check
check
it
that
out.
one out. Yeah,
Now we gotta review it soon.
I would love to review that one. If
Yes.
you know,
Toss it on. Toss
unfortunate.
it on.
Here's
If you think it's
all that.
worth it, toss it on.
Well, unfortunately, as you said, when it comes, you know, if it's available on one of the apps,
Yeah.
you know, that we all subscribe to, because we don't share our apps. You know, everybody has their own subscriptions, but some things you don't get. This is only available on Stars. Is the only problem, unless you went to the theaters.
No,
to
the
go see it.
blackening. Wait, hold on. I always
It's on
whenever-
Stars.
Is it only on Star? How did I see it then? I didn't see it, but what I mean is, I've always scrolled past it when I'm looking for something to watch.
So if you
They probably took it off then. It's put a
if
while
you-
ago.
Well, because if you go to Fire Stick will have promos for other stuff, and they'll promo other channels and show it on there.
That's
And-
it. That's it.
yeah.
Probably. You're right. You're
But
right.
yeah, like honestly, if there's a way you guys can check that one out, Memphis Frogs. But yeah, the
Memphis
blackening is definitely for 2023 one of those surprise ones that just, and it's great to put on a movie, and when you're done, have enjoyed it so much, and because you went in with no expectations at all. So blackening, the surprise of 2023 for me.
Good. Nice.
All right, so I guess everybody, if you have another one, I guess you guys can go free for all. Like, no, don't go free for all. Actually, don't.
I only got one. That's fine.
All right, but JR, I'm gonna go to you next.
You're muted,
You
brother.
If you're muted, you're muted.
Twice in one. Yo, Joe, that beer is strong, huh, bro? That beer is strong.
My
Those
bad
two
on that
rolls are
one.
strong, bro.
Those
Those
two,
two
wow,
rolls.
that's pretty good, man.
We gotta go to Joe. That's local. We haven't even gone there. We gotta
Dude,
go
they
there
be
and
having
talk
a-
to these guys.
They have a horror festival.
Tell them we got a show, Brains and Brews. We promote beer.
Do they
All
have?
right.
Is it just a brewery, or do they have a bar? Like
They have a bar.
Yeah, bar.
They
Yeah.
have a bar, and across the street, they bought the
They got pizza.
the
too.
restaurant used to be across the street, so now they have a restaurant across
Yeah,
the
yeah,
street too.
yeah. Food too. Yeah.
So
Next time
maybe
you
if
come
I,
up,
maybe I was gonna say, I'll let you know. I'm looking at
Come
something
up.
possibly
We'll
for
all go
next year.
together and we'll talk to the guy.
Well, like I'm looking at it. If I'm gonna do it, it's not gonna be in the middle of a time with a whole bunch of stuff going on. So definitely not Comic-Con, Rick. Sorry.
No,
not
no,
just
no.
yet.
Dude, bro, when I'm at Comic-Con, it's strictly Comic-Con. You know.
No, I know, but meaning like I want to do something for next year, so I'll figure it out.
Yep.
But yes, we can definitely walk in there, and all three of us can walk in there together. But anyway, JR's, what was your surprise for 2023?
well, the first one I'm going to mention was, I'm going to say it surprised all of us because we actually reviewed it.
Hold on, hold on.
called-
I think he took mine. Let me see.
Is it
Yeah.
is it the spaceship one?
Uh oh.
Yes or no?
It's you're hot. You're hot.
No monologue.
We'll save you.
Barely
Oh, he
any-
got it.
barely-
He got it. All right.
Andy
So
got it.
we're gonna
We all
combine
agree-
2 and 1. Let's take some
Yes.
time here. Guy.
So
Do it, Jerry,
one,
go. You do it.
no one will
We'll
save,
save you.
That shit came out of nowhere. Good call.
Came
good
out
call.
of nowhere. And the fact is, Rick and I both agree. Rick and I are probably out of most horror fans we know, we hate PG-13 the most. We basically go after every movie that's PG-13. However, this one surprised the hell out of us. Barely any dialogue in the film, which in this day and age is hard to do. But the way they pulled this movie off, they took a generic look of an alien and still made it freaky looking. Very, very good as far as the acting, cinematography. This movie had everything. Now, the one knock that me and Rick, I agree on is we're not fans of the ending somewhat.
Yeah.
So, by the way, but really, just to cut you off really quick, the only reason that was not my surprise was because of the ending. The blackening was second, and I was going back and forth. The ending is what fucked up. No one will save you for me, and the blackening won on that one.
No, I mean it was a good film. I mean we enjoyed it, we reviewed it, we gave it high scores. Probably the highest score I think I would give a PG-13 film because it didn't need any of the horror, like the gore. They didn't need nothing of that because the way the film was done, kudos to the director. Apologize, I forgot your name. Continue doing horror because you did a smash hit with this one. But up the game. Go rated R next time just to see what you do with that.
I agree with all of you. Like the ending was really.
No,
y'all
Joe
know-
liked the ending though.
No, I did not.
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I literally hated the ending because
Yeah.
it made no sense.
Ending
Um,
ruined it for me.
I'm a
I agree.
musical person, and putting a fucking musical in a horror movie makes no sense.
You know what it
I have
was
not
to-
seen Anna
okay.
and the Apocalypse, which I hear is a musical, but
I'm a
that ending.
non-romance person. I felt like
whole-
it was
yeah,
the most
no.
romantic-y.
Yeah, the difference with that, though, I'm glad you brought that up, Joe. Anna and the Apocalypse is advertised as a horror musical, whatever you want to call it. You know going in what you're looking for. When no one will save you is so fucking good,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so like the anxiety. I suffer from anxiety, so when she's suffering from them panic attacks, she's hyperventilating. And I'm like,
You
I
feel
felt
that.
that. I felt
feel
it.
that.
And the fact that
Throughout.
the storytelling is driven by the actions and not the dialogue. Even when she runs into that family, the parents, right, of the girl that she unfortunately had a little accident with,
She killed
there
her.
was no dialogue. But
She killed her.
I don't want to spoil it, bro. But
Shit, if you have not watched any of these movies that we're talking about,
Watch them,
honestly, spoiler alert, you're gonna hear stuff about movies you have not seen yet.
yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. So when
There
she
it is.
ran
Thank
into
you,
that
Lexi.
family, right, GR, right? When
Oh,
she ran
yeah.
into that, and there was no, but just their expressions, the acting from all three central characters in that particular shot was so good. And then everything, and then the variety of aliens, and the GR mentioned, I love that you mentioned the traditional aliens, but they got enough subtlety added to them that's unique. Like I think Joe mentioned in the review, the toes.
Yes.
When
Yeah.
like that's great, and they're all under different varieties of
Yep.
aliens.
Yeah, but it ended with a happy ending. Ugh.
The ending,
But
yeah.
they gave her an idyllic ending.
I still enjoyed it overall. That's why it's my
but the
surprise
thing-
too.
Yes. So the idyllic ending they gave her because of everything that she's gone through, they gave her a wonderful life for her to end it.
I
I
like that.
would
That's
have
all
been
nice.
I would have been okay with that. I just didn't need you to
But-
fucking sing to
It's
me.
horror.
I
But
didn't
remember
need you to
though,
sing.
remember one thing: the aliens still invaded regardless. So
Yeah, they did,
were
they-
in
yeah.
it.
The thing
It
is,
did.
but the tonal shift was too drastic to me, too jarring. It just
Yes.
it's one film, and all of a sudden it just completely
Yes.
turns into another film during the climax, and you're like, oh, what the hell? Like it just I didn't jive with that. But overall though, the fucking film, like it's a surprise to me. 'Cause
Yes.
This is my surprise because I didn't expect this, and I'm watching like. This fucking movie's excellent. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's great. I was
and
into
then
that
it gets
movie.
there.
And
And then it gets to the fucking end, and you're like,
Then it gets to-
Musical.
yeah.
Like, come on. My second one, the reason it was a surprise to me is because this director was on a downward slide. The movies he was coming up with lately weren't the greatest. Then he pulled this one out, which we all love. Knock at the Cabin was a surprise hit for me because you did not know what to expect from M. Night Shyamalan.
Good
Good
shout.
shout out.
I'm glad
Good
you
shout.
brought this up.
Good
This
shout.
one deserves
Good
to be
shout.
talked about.
it does, it does.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you didn't know what to expect. His last movies weren't the best, and they were always either you liked it or you hated it. This film was so freaking amazing. Same thing. Great cinematography. The acting was good. The storyline was great. And you took a guy who we're accustomed to seeing as an action star, Dave Bautista,
Softened.
and turned him into probably, and he wasn't really a villain, but
No, not at all.
None of them.
but-
None of them.
no,
were
they
villains.
weren't villains, but he was so likable in this film. The fact that he elevated the way he is as an actor, and I thought this film came out of. I had no expectations. I watched it because we reviewed it, and I watched it 2 more times after that because this is one of those films that you just can't watch it the first time because there's so much hidden stuff throughout the film. You have to literally go through it to see what exactly happened. Like I remember when we were talking about the review, and I told Joe, "Hey, there's a scene where they're outside, and there's Angel goes right over the guy's head. If you go back to watch the film,
Yep.
you'll see the angels. I mean, this film was surprisingly good, And yeah, I did not know what to expect of it because M. Night Shyamalan.
If I can interject I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so surprised that he picked this one that I'm glad that my chair has like the arm things to hold me in place because I might have fallen over.
This almost made my list, honestly.
Dude, I mean, I'm
glad
so
he brought it up.
surprised. I'm so surprised that, like, honestly, like I'm like sitting here going, thank God I'm being held up right now. I might have fallen off my chair.
I was gonna say, let me interject real quick because when I said that no one will save you, his greatest strength is the storytelling is done through the narrative and not the dialogue. This film, though, is the complete opposite. This film's storytelling and the narrative is driven by the dialogue, and it's the dialogue and the acting and the delivery of this dialogue. When Dave Bautista's character is trying to talk to this little girl and to her parents, right, the couple, like the tone in his voice is like fear, empathy, worry. He's not trying to be he's a big motherfucker, but he's not trying to be intimidating. He's the softest character in this movie, and that includes the little girl. That's saying something. That's hard to pull off. I'm gonna be honest, that's hard, and they pulled that shit off, man.
And that's because I did the review on this one, and then we did our review together. Like that like Bautista, his performance was. I mean, as a little kid, can you imagine this gigantic person coming up to you?
Big motherfucker walking
like
down the
he's huge, and you're like this little. You're like, oh shit, you know.
He was a teacher.
And he was a teacher, and then he's so soft and soft spoken that you're like a big teddy bear that can kill me.
That's how you know he's the real deal when it comes to acting because I knew he was the real deal during Blade Runner. What was 2099? I'm sorry, whatever the last one was. I forgot.
Whatever,
I forgot the year.
The sequel to it, but
yes, the sequel by Ridley Scott. He had like what 10 minutes, if that, in that movie, and he played a similar character where he was just a big, soft brute, but the acting was so good, and he carried it. Now I don't want to say he carried it because the other people behind him were also good as well, but his character really elevated.
Because so his character, the thing about his character, because he did not want any of this to happen. All through and it's when things were happening, if you paid attention, not only did Bautista deliver on vocal acting, the physical acting. Also, when the bad things happen, if you look at him, he did such a good job going, I didn't want this to happen. And you can physically see him doing that. JR, seriously, good shout out on this one.
One more thing though. I know he won't watch it, but Dwayne Johnson, take notes. Dave Bautista is better than you.
Oh no, he is my Dwayne Johnson. I know where you're coming from. JR, take a sip for that. Take a sip. I know where you're coming from with that, but yeah, there's like no comparison. I think Dave Bautista is probably wrestler turned actor. He's the best.
Yes.
Who's better than him as far as wrestler turned actor?
Nah, he's the best one.
Come on, because Dwayne The Rock, he's an action guy. He can't pull off material like this.
I'm sorry, Dwayne delivers the same performance in almost all his movies.
He's one-dimensional.
Black Adam.
Yes.
Black Adam.
This is the guy that refuses to wear wigs and like he has to look the same in every freaking movie.
I know you guys. That's why I said Black Adam. It was you two that reminded me. Black Adam has hair, and I'm like,
where's the Widow's Peak in Black Adam?
The Widow's Peak, yeah. Like, you guys brought that up. All right, Lexi, what about yours? What movie surprised you?
So when you said surprised, I wasn't sure. Surprised as in, oh my god, it was a good surprise, or was it, oh man, that surprised me. That was pretty bad. So you know what I mean?
Lexi
like,
looks nicer. Look at
Yes,
her.
she is.
Look how flush she looks.
So
Keep talking. I'm gonna disappear for a second. Keep talking.
So and I don't know if you guys seen this. It's on Tubi, but a surprise good was a film called Black Mold. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was basically.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh shit!
I always find films he doesn't see. Black Mold is really good. It's basically 3 photographers go off to, explore and take pictures of abandoned places and stuff like that. As they're talking, this girl, one of the female. So it was 2 photographers, but the driver was also a photographer who didn't want to go in the building. I don't want to give too much if you haven't seen it, but the photographers, long story short, go into this insane asylum, and they meet with a homeless guy that's living in the building that's abandoned. He thinks, oh my God, he's a little cuckoo. He reminds me of John Goodman in 10 Cloverfield Lane. He's like, oh my God, they're after me. It's conspiracy theory, you know.
What's it?
And
Black mold, huh?
black mold. And so the driver, the getaway car, because they're not actually allowed to go into the building, the asylum, because it was trespassing. And so she was the getaway car. But she said, y'all don't take long. I know you want to, because it's a big place. It's going to be like a 2-3 hour walkthrough. So I think you guys should come back earlier than that. And they're like, oh, I'll plan it off. You know, it's just rumors. It's just theories. Her theory was that the building was so old that there's black mold infested into it, and it can make you hallucinate, and it can make you think things are there when they're really not. And so, mind you, these two photographers go into the building. They have their own trauma, like their own trauma that they're getting through, things in the past that still bother them, that are now seeping out into the hallucinations. So it was a really surprise good, because it could have been really bad for such an amateur movie. Yeah. But it surprised me. It was really good. I love that there was hallucinations. They were also talking about like their worst fears growing up as kids. And it's funny, the male photographer said, oh, scarecrows, you know that 1990s or 80s movie where the scarecrow is hanging. I think he was talking about the movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's a very good movie.
Scarecrow. He was mentioning
Scarecrow, man.
Yeah,
that's a good one, man.
He mentioned Scarecrow, and so Scarecrow makes an appearance in this movie, and it shocked me. I was like, so the fear, they were hallucinating from the black mold, and they were seeing the guy was seeing his fear being played out in front of him, and Scarecrow's coming after him. So it was just a surprise to see a 1980s or 90s, whenever it came out, film come into play into this film.
I never wanted to go into that black mold. Imagine my figures coming to life.
Yeah. But the girl, the female photographer, her trauma was and fear was more from personal experience. Her father committed suicide, and so she's seen her father. The father calls her Little Star, and so the homeless guy kept calling her Little Star, and it was freaking her out. So it was just really good. Now, my surprise bad, Evil Dead. I'm sorry. I just
hold on, Lexi. I gotta be fair.
Sorry.
I gotta be fair. I gave GR shit for VHS. No, I'm kidding.
No, Evil Dead. I reviewed it with you guys, and I do like it, but it just threw me off with the modern age thing, I guess, because we started off in the cabin, and the cold open was fucking fantastic. I can't take away from that. The way she comes out of the water, the way. Yes.
I get shit to GR. So you didn't like it because it was too modern.
Well, she wanted it back in the cabin.
I wanted it back in the cabin because if you see the remake of the first one, let me get ready
because I'm about to go on. Now Cameron's
Go ahead, I'm ready. It was just the fact that it was so modernized inside of a fucking New York apartment building, and there was no escape out of that besides going down into the broken earthquake.
Is this a bad surprise?
Yeah, she's an Evil Dead.
Yeah,
I agree.
Oh, you sound mad loud right now, bro.
Yeah, you do.
How do I sound loud? I'm
you
the
sound
same.
Louder. No, you did something.
I didn't do anything besides walk away.
So Joe's another one that didn't like it because it was in New York and not like in a cabin. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, there was good details to it.
You want to keep watching the same movie over and over? I mean, you can't beat 2013, right, GR?
You cannot beat 2013.
You can't beat that. You can't.
You don't want to go back.
You gotta go different. Yeah. You gotta go different.
I get that, but
don't go back at all.
2021, whenever the first one came out, or wasn't it 10 years earlier actually? Even
I will say this. I saw Evil Dead again not too long ago, and I think
it's not bad, but
it's not. When I first saw it, I think I had when I first saw I like just like Scream, but when I saw it the second time, I saw some of the flaws in it. I mean, not enough to me to hate the movie, but towards the end, it got a little too.
I saw those flaws the first time.
Huh?
I saw those flaws the first time. I was.
Your flaws is it wasn't in the cabin. I'm saying.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, really.
That's
what
my
was your
flaw.
flaws? I'm sorry. What was your? I'm sorry, Joe.
I didn't like the characters. You know, not that
Yeah,
I'm saying
I
that
see
you
that, I
like.
can see that.
Not
No,
that
no,
I'm
no.
saying you liked Ash. No, but actually, once you watch Evil Dead 2, and then Ash, you liked Ash, but you didn't like any of the characters.
But you didn't need
The
Ash though,
decision.
because that's proven in
Hold on,
2013.
hold
though.
on. Decisions were stupid, straight through, all through and through.
But weren't
Listen.
all Evil Dead like that though? They
Yeah,
kept
all
playing.
decisions were stupid.
They all
Even
did
that
that.
one and two.
Yes, they are. But
All right,
listen,
again, if I give Jared shit on like
No, it's
on
fine,
dumb
but-
explanations, I'm gonna give it to you too.
But if all of a
Every
sudden,
Evil Dead movie, they did stupid shit. And all those
They all
movies.
did stupid
right,
shit.
right.
So all right, give me
but
another,
again,
another reason.
Again, when the thing it opened up and you know he went down in there to get the book and then he grabs the book.
How many movies
and
we seen have done that though, and we don't complain about it.
That's something you would do, Joe.
So we chose this movie to
No,
complain
I
about
would
that.
not. Actually, that's my whole point.
But all the
Is
movies that
actually-
we like did stupid shit, and we don't call it out. So all right.
You
I
did
gotta
this
be
to
fair,
me.
Joe. I gotta be fair.
And I'm gonna tell you, you did this to me when we did the live one also. So me and you went against each other. You're not doing it again.
Because I don't think this movie's not as bad as people think it is.
I didn't
It's
say
not
it was
bad.
bad.
I just think it's like it was a letdown for sure. It was a surprise letdown.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think
it was
if you
pretty
watch
good, but
everyone's
wait, I heard it was
favorites,
so strong,
this is on their list.
and it just went down. Yeah,
Only-
a lot
only-
of people did like it. A lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah,
And
only
again,
this channel, only
hold on.
YouTube. Up
I
there.
believe I
Only
gave it a
YouTube.
good review when we talked about it
No,
before.
Well,
Lexi's bad review was because it wasn't in a cabin. I remember specifically. Joe had
Yes.
more.
I remember it. I'm
Look
not
at
saying I
Joe's
remember
like,
it.
Joe's like, yeah, someone
I
else.
did give it good props for. Okay, my whole favorite part of that movie was
Well,
the elevator
what's the
scene.
joke?
I
Just for you,
mentioned
Joe.
that in
Hold
the
on.
review.
It's for you, Joe.
The elevator scene.
This is when you were gone, Joe. I don't see
Oh.
Joe.
Uh,
they came.
it-
They came for Joe. They didn't see Joe. They left. Yes,
Too much
the Evil
time had
Dead.
gone
This
by.
sucked. Oh, wait. Jesus.
Oh.
Wait. It was too polished. Too polished.
And that's another part. I'm
No,
gonna
I
go
don't
with
agree with
too.
that. I don't agree with that.
The only scene that I liked was the elevator scene where it reminded
Hold on.
me of
It
her
didn't
being
have
in the
depth.
prison.
Well, hold on. The original had death.
The original had the second one had more depth than the original.
Yeah, there was no death in this. Now,
The
death.
Evil Dead
No,
2 created
no.
Ash.
Death was 2013 though. 'Cause at least that character had a.
No.
She had a progression from
Mia
beginning to end.
was amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Bruce Campbell. Yeah. Hey, listen.
She was like the female Bruce
Let me ask you guys
Campbell.
something. I'm like, you guys claim have any of I know JR probably who saw the Evil Dead series beginning to end?
I never seen it.
Oh, the series. I
Oh
know
my
it's a
God.
series.
None of you. So if you complaining about this film and you never seen the Evil Dead series is fucking amazing, valids or not, or points are not valid. Put it out. How can you be an Evil Dead fan and not watch the series?
Because that's a series, not a movie.
It don't matter. It's Bruce Campbell is running it. Sam Raimi. Sam
get it,
Raimi's
I
a
get
part
it,
of it.
I get it, but we're talking about the movies, not
No,
the
it don't
series.
matter. No. I'm talking. All right, okay. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
another drink on that one.
Different ways
Now,
to watch it.
you got all right. So Joe, okay. All right. It wasn't in a cabin. So what are the reasons you didn't like about it, Joe? And they found the book. You didn't like that. You know.
I just didn't
The
like
character.
any of
I give you the characters.
here's
aside
the thing.
from the
But
mother.
The
I
mother
know,
was
but-
amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, but before Joe, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. But what I'm trying to say is, I agree with you. Aside from the mother, that was the lead Deadite. I didn't care about any of the other characters. I agree with you on that, though. I do. I agree.
So how can you continue on with a movie if the characters
If the
are
mother
killing
is
the
the
movie?
best.
If the
Yeah.
characters are killing the movie, it's hard to get into the movie. if
Well,
the
when you
characters are
go
killing-
back to Evil Dead 2,
Like
did
the
you care for any of the
female
characters besides Ash?
Yes. I thank you, JR. I was
But
just going to say
also,
that.
they're also two different movies, though.
Well, it's
You're
the same,
comparing
same
two-
universe.
you're
It's
comparing
still the
two
character.
different books,
The
two
Deadites.
different
The
books,
Deadites
two
are the
different
characters.
movies. Two different books,
Deadites
two
are the
different
characters.
movies.
Just like, for example, the reason the 2013 one's good is because you cared about
Where's
Mia.
my shot?
You cared about Mia. You didn't care about much of the other ones. Not even the brother was a good character.
They were not
in
likable. No,
2013
none of them.
No,
None of
no,
them.
and that
Mia
that's
was the only likable because
That's
she
the-
became possessed. It's
that's
always the
the
one that
throw
became
up.
possessed.
I get that, but that's a throw off in the movie. If you don't like the characters, it's hard to continue enjoying.
How
the
many
movie.
movies have we seen that we don't like the characters?
Yeah. It's a lot.
And we still praise it because the characters.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what, Joe?
perfect.
I see where Joe's going though. The movies that we don't like the characters, we're not supposed to like them. And this one, yeah, we are supposed. I get that. All right, you know what? But I agree with you with that.
And we
yeah.
went through this before. Like
Yeah.
I feel like because
You know why?
we
Because
did-
I
we
don't
did-
think this movie
I
is
would
not
do-
as bad as you guys put it up to be,
No.
though.
I'm not saying it's completely horrible.
But it's on
I
your worst
did-
I agree.
list.
It's not on my worst
Oh,
list.
it's
It-
Lexi's. I'm sorry.
This was no, and hold on. It's her surprise on how not good it was.
Hold on.
To
Hold
clarify
on, guys. Hold
what
on.
she
Here you
put
guys.
on
It's for you
there.
guys. For you guys.
Oh
That's
no. That's my mom. Hi,
Hello,
Mom.
Frida. Hello, Frida.
Hi, mommy.
Hola, hola.
No,
¿Cómo
it was
está?
But I-
definitely on my bad. Surprised it was bad because I wanted it to be good.
she looked at surprise differently the way that
I know.
we
I
looked
hey,
at me.
guys. I
So,
got guys.
she's-
I got.
And,
I know.
and
I
actually,
know.
she's trying to say that she wanted to like the movie, and she was surprised she didn't like it.
Oh, so
She looked
so
at the
that's-
question completely differently, which
That's
is
That's two
nothing
of us
wrong.
there.
But
Yeah.
I mean, and for
But
me,
you,
it was.
y'all gave me stuff about VHS. Like, see, y'all going.
I'm trying to say
her.
this. No,
I'm
I'm,
not
trying-
y'all going
not
soft on her,
this.
man.
I'm literally trying to jump on the same thing because Rick is coming in hard on all of us.
I have to. No, I have
Rick
to.
is Rick's
Hey,
like
guys.
all day today. He's like, I'm gonna get all three of them tonight.
Yes,
I'm-
yes, yes.
I'm,
You got
I'm
you.
fucking,
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm coming in like Mike Tyson.
still
It's
got
funny
one more.
because like
when you play
it's
the Mike
funny.
Tyson
You know why?
game,
But
can
you know
use a
why?
little guy to
You know
knock him
why?
out.
Because VHS and Evil Dead were both on my like best. I don't want to say best, but favorites. If we all got favorites, it's not. We're not saying it's the best. It's personal favorites.
But
So-
this is
Yeah.
for tonight. This is 4 corners of horror.
Yeah.
It means 4 different
And we could
opinions.
disagree with each other's opinion, though. So let's not get offended by that, man. We gotta keep it real, bro.
Oh
Hold on.
damn!
Oh damn! She swallowed that.
I
bottle.
drank it all.
What happened to Joe? Where's
Joe,
Joe?
Joe, he's getting yelled at.
Oh, Adam's probably saying "fuck Rick,"
Adam's
man.
probably-
He's
yeah.
an
No,
asshole.
Adam came in. Adam, goodbye. Adam goes, did you see that your mom commented? I'm like, yes, we did. He had to open the door to say, your mom
Hold up.
commented.
One more time.
She's
Here
still
you go.
not done yet.
Oh,
She does. You know what?
Mom,
hold on, hold on,
Mom,
hold on,
hold on,
wait.
hold on. Wait,
Wait,
JR.
no,
Mom,
let me tell
you
a story.
were the reason we started watching horror movies.
No.
You used to let us sit there and watch these movies with you when you watched them. I'm
Alright.
sorry you didn't realize you were watching horror
So-
movies.
oh, she said good night. Buenos noches.
So-
Good night, Frida. Good night. Love you.
So let me tell you a story. My mom's horror character that she's scared of the most is Chucky. Because after she watched the movie, we used to tell her that Chucky was underneath the bed. So she's
Yo,
she's
Joe,
be
you-
afraid he's off the bed.
Joe, JR's nice. Look at JR slurring. He's slurring. Look at Joe. We waited for this day, Joe.
Joe, what's the next question?
Wait, P Rockzilla had a My Buddy, so
He had a what?
P Rockzilla had a My Buddy doll.
No.
Which is
P
My
Rock had a
sister
my buddy.
has one.
What is a my buddy
My
dog?
sister has a
Chucky. Chucky. It's
that was the original Chucky was supposed
Well,
to be.
was the
Lexi,
original
Mama is
Chucky.
watching you. Oh, that's that's Mama Lexi. That's what
Yes,
Rose is.
But yes, the My Buddy doll was the original Chucky.
I
and-
eat the Fifth Amendment.
I don't know.
Oh, she eats the Fifth. Okay.
Wait, she has another one. She's Chucky and all clowns.
My girlfriend's that the Sophie.
And
hates
I
clowns.
watched it with her. We watched it when it came out on ABC as a miniseries, which is really funny that all of a sudden later in life she doesn't watch horror movies, but basically it's what she ended
Yeah,
up.
that's how it is. My dad was all into horror at the time. He still is, but
All right, so I don't know, it's like we're getting late here, but anyways, so
We're having
All
fun.
right.
Come on, end of the
we are
year.
having fun. So, guys, keep it to 2. Even
No,
I myself,
yeah, I got you.
keep it to 2. Let's not. And I'm going to go with, again, if somebody brings up a movie in here that was your favorite movie, chime in on that part. That's your part to talk about it.
That's what I did with Gia.
And if you want to pop in another one without even actually telling us you're throwing in a third one, go ahead and go for it. I know Jared's ready because I was gonna be such a snarky comment back to you when you're like, "What's honorable mention?" I'm like Merriam-Webster's
Hold on.
definition of.
She's still going. Mom's still going. Mom blowing up the whole
Oh, no.
soundtrack.
I'm looking for something else. What the hell?
But yeah, when you said honorable mentions, I looked up Miriam the definition so I can be snarkily send it to you?
Aw.
I will tell
Aw.
him. I will tell him. He's commenting too, like you.
Bye, Frida.
All right.
right.
Mwah. Bye, mom. Like when your mother texts like fucking comments while you're doing a horror
You got it.
podcast. All right. So again, wrap up of the year. Obviously, the last question is going to be your favorite movie of 2024. So I'm gonna go to you, JR, first.
All right,
He's all smiles right now.
my number 2, and I won't talk about it because me and Rick got it. So number 2, Evil Dead Rise.
My man, I take it back. It was VHS 85. I take it back.
That's all I'm gonna say. We had a discussion about it, but my number 1 film, and Rick is right. I kind of held off watching it because I do love this director.
No
I think
way.
for me,
No way.
he is
you
the
doing
best director in horror right now.
He did
And if
it.
you didn't watch this film, shame on you. When evil,
I knew he was gonna do that.
Yes.
I
Let me
saw
tell you.
I saw his thing the
It
other
is
day.
a good film.
Go watch
Let me
my
tell
review
you.
now, and you'll see. Now you know why I was so pumped when I reviewed that film.
You know, it's funny because we talked about it too a while about the director too, and me and you were excited about the film because we
Terrified.
didn't know what to expect.
First of all, if you haven't seen Terrified,
We reviewed that one.
yes, we did.
We
did.
did,
Yep.
but a lot of people still haven't watched it. What this guy does, his opening sequence are always the most disturbing, and you just freaking, and you don't know where the film is going.
Nope.
And this guy has taken horror for me to a whole new level as far as international horror. Because the thing he did in this film, I did not see coming. I did not expect. And word to
has
the wise,
balls. He has
yes, word to the wise.
Cojones.
If you have a big dog who doesn't look like he's happy at the moment, don't let him around kids, because that scene is one of the most disturbing and well done scenes and how realistic it looked. This film, I watched it. Now, yes, it is a slow burn, but it is a slow, perfectly done burn. Because one of the comical things about the film is, Rick, see, you remember, what did people always say about the two brothers? What did they call them?
Oh, I forgot, man. What they call them?
Idiots. You two are idiots.
How do you say it in Spanish though? Because it was
Idiotas.
Spanish. Idiotas.
No,
Well, they
idiotas.
were though. To be fair.
And the way the film finished, you thought like, damn, these two guys are fucking.
In my
stupid.
review, I mentioned that
Oh my
these
God.
guys are fucking morons, bro.
They're dumb,
But
the way
that kept it realistic though, because not everyone's
Yes.
gonna be fucking a big hero.
Yes.
They're gonna make stupid
No.
decisions, bro.
And I mean, it surprised me that how much Rick loves this film too, because one of Rick's pet peeves is children, and the children in this film, whether the ones that were alive or the ones that were
And not just
soon to be
children
deceased.
though. Let's be real. Let's expand it.
Animals, dogs,
But
animals.
it was so well done
Yes.
that look at Joe. Joe's texting. Look, he's not even listening.
He's not.
He's
He probably didn't watch the
muted.
movie.
I am
So-
listening to you guys. I did not watch it yet. And
What?
It
We're not
is so
spoiling it. We're
good.
not spoiling it.
No, you definitely not. I'm trying not to
Joe,
spoil it,
Joe,
dude.
hold
But
on a sec. All right. Joe hasn't seen it yet, so it's not.
yeah, he does. I'm not trying to spoil it, but yes, this movie visually stunning.
Yeah, yes.
Kill scenes. This guy has a very good reputation of not holding back when it comes to kill scenes.
And he looks like a Spanish Joel from The Last of
Oh,
Us.
so in my review, I said the same
shit,
thing.
Joe. I thought she said Joe. I'm like,
No,
I was
Joel.
like, this guy looks like Joel for The Last of Us. He does.
now the one thing I would say about the film that kind of reminded me of a Stephen King film a little bit was Children of the Corn. The only reason I say that is because
Yeah.
you had the farmland. You had something come in the farmland, basically possess something, and then drive the kids to do things they shouldn't be doing. That's the only tie I had. Kind of remind me a little bit of Children of the Corn. However, it totally separates everything from what Children of the Corn is, because yeah, this movie, I will tell you, it's not for everyone because of the gore of this film has no boundaries, and there's just The only one thing I'm gonna tell you when you watch it, let me know what you think. Definitely comment below on this or when Ricky Grimes reviewed it. But I'm curious to know what is your thought of the scene when the brother found the wife still carrying the kid.
Amazing.
That's all I'm gonna
scene.
say.
That's that visual. No spoilers, but no spoilers. The visual though
Oh my god.
stood in my brain for
Yes.
such a bro.
Right. So what I was looking up was Rotten Tomatoes #1
It's amazing film.
is that movie.
Thank
It's
you.
good.
It's an
And so,
amazing
no,
film.
It's really
I
good.
have to watch
so I'm the only
Put it this
one
way,
that
Joe.
didn't
Put it this
watch
way,
it.
Joe.
But Joe, I've been
I'll
telling
tell
you
you-
to watch it for the longest time.
I'll tell you this.
You have
Either
to.
put it for us to review it, or after you watch it, it might go on movies that fuck me up. I'm just telling you that right now. But
We'll
yes,
find out.
When Evil Lurks is an amazing film. Definitely watch it. It is my #1 film of the year.
I'm glad you said that because you just saw that. I was waiting for you
Yes,
to
I was
see that
holding
fucking
off. I was like,
film.
you know what, we're doing reviews.
As
Let
much
me-
as we love Terrified,
I knew.
yo,
Wait, he posted something the other day, and I'm like, he just fucking watched the movie.
he did. Yeah, he just.
I
watched
know.
it.
Wait, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, he liked it. All right, Lexi, what was yours?
So, second place is kind of my honorable mentions because I only picked one best. My honorable mentions is kind of a 2-for-1. It's Twisted Metal in the Last of Us series. I know they're not movies, but they're.
I know
stuff
she
that came out
tried
for
to she
2023.
texted me. She goes, can I do a series? I'm like, it's a movie. Can I do a series?
I don't give a fuck.
It's a movie. We're doing movies.
That's my
I know,
best.
but I just want to say, I know. I'm. You said it's your second.
We all shit.
But
on
I
each
can't
other.
think of anything better than my #1.
Rick.
But the honorable mentions is The Last of Us and Twisted Metal, and Twisted Metal was better than. And I'm a big hardcore. If you haven't seen our Last of Us podcast, I'm a hardcore Last of Us fan. But Twisted Metal is a OG. Like
Fun.
takes you back
No, I loved it.
into the '90s.
I have
early
that fucking game,
2000s.
so.
Right, exactly. So
We
those are
reviewed
my.
that, right?
I
Yeah,
got
we
it.
did.
I got it.
We read the series.
But
Yeah, we did a series.
all
we
four
did.
of us.
We did both
Yeah.
the series. We
Joe
did
was
The
there?
Last of Us and
Yes.
Twisted
Yeah.
Metal.
Oh, I thought it was only us three for some
No,
reason.
The Last of Us we reviewed together.
That was that was.
Twisted
No,
Metal we
Twisted
did.
Metal.
That's 3 corners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
nice, Joe. All right,
Right.
Joe liked it.
Dude, I got.
I know.
I
I
Twisted Metal
I
Black.
remember now. You pulled out
Remember,
the game.
I pulled out the fucking
Listen,
game.
you talk about. I
bitch.
forget everything, bro. You
I
know.
know,
what
I
you
know, I know.
talking about.
The Last
I know.
of Us was
I know,
me,
you're always
JR,
like-
Rick.
You're gonna get mad at me.
The
Twisted
Last
Metal
of
was
Us. Let me tell you
V3.
something. The first 2 episodes, and this is what angered me with The Last of Us. Not in a bad way where it made me hate the series, but the first 2 episodes. Joe, you seen The Last of Us?
Yes.
The first 2 episodes with the cold opens going back to like when it started happening, I was more interested in that than anything else. And then all of a sudden after that, they dropped it and it just
Yeah, you couldn't find it affected anywhere for a
I'm
couple
like, come
episodes.
on, what happened? You were
Right.
so why are you gonna do this to me? Now, Daryl Dixon, the show, I don't know, I'm probably the only one that's seen it in this right here. But there's an episode where it showed the start of the zombie apocalypse in Paris. Fucking phenomenal. The way that
I'm
was
gonna watch
shot,
I'm gonna
you watch it.
it.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
we're
watch
Walking
it.
Dead fans. Yeah, you'll like it.
I,
Trust me.
I,
The Daryl
I'm
show
a
was
reading
better.
one.
it's
And
a
I'm
reading
surprised. I'm
It's a
surprised.
reading.
I'm
I
sorry,
have to
Lexi. I'll
read.
get to you in a second.
I have to
Huh?
read for that one. Like there's French, so you
Yes,
have to
yes.
read.
There's a lot of
I
subtitles.
know
in
that's
French, yeah.
I know that's a problem.
But in my opinion, it's better than Dead City. Not that Dead City was bad, but it's I think, and I was going in there like, I don't want this Daryl show and what the, but the way they explained how he got there made I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It works for me. And there's a scene in there going back to what Lexi was saying though. The start of the zombie apocalypse in Paris though, it's scary. This show here was actually scary, unlike the last few seasons of The Walking Dead and Dead City. It was pretty spooky. All right, I'm sorry, Lexi. You were saying The Last of Us.
Good.
We did have a good time watching it. That was good.
But
It
wait,
was
wait.
fun.
What was your favorite movie?
Movie, yeah. Movie.
My #1. Drum roll. The Nun 2.
I knew that was gonna be it. I knew that was it.
I'm sorry.
JR
Like,
knew, JR
okay,
knew.
the reason why it's my favorite is because if you haven't watched it, and I'm just a nerd, but chronological order, to know, and Rick and I talked about this even earlier today. Like,
Joe, sorry.
you have to know chronological order of the series with The Conjuring,
Oh, I forgot,
Annabelle,
Jojo.
The Nun, La Llorona, The Curse or whatever.
La
And you have
Llorona.
to-
La Llorona.
Whatever.
La
La
Llorona.
Llorona.
My Sharona.
He went back
That's
to
why I
the
have you
80s,
guys. But like, you have to get the story of The Nun too. The fact that, again, Rick and I talked about it earlier today, because I had to rewatch The Nun 2 to remember why I loved it so much. Is because in the beginning of the series with The Conjuring, the first one, you get Patrick Wilson, Ed Warren, that talks to his students, his class, or whatever he's teaching, about his first exorcism with his wife. And you see a snippet of Maurice, their client, and his wife, trying to exercise and help. And I still have to rewatch that part because I have a little bit of a question about it. Me and Rick talked about it earlier.
Yeah, you gotta watch these movies a lot because they do throw in subtle hints and clues.
If you haven't seen
prior
it,
movies
like,
and future films.
storyline wise,
Yeah.
you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. But Maurice in The Nun 2 is possessed by Valak, the antagonist of the entire Nun series. And there's a snippet in Conjuring 1 where they're talking about the exorcism. And so you get into this whole story about where Valak comes from in The Nun 2. Where did this originate from? What is Valak after? And Maurice is basically a protagonist, and he's using him or she, because it's a nun, is using him to get what she wants. And so he's walking around this Christian boarding school. He's normal. It's normal. And the whole time he's possessed. And you get snippets and moments of him, breathing hard into a mirror, or, and then the nuns you see her fingers come in. And it's just so beautifully done. Film
The
wise.
jump scares are really good in that film too.
Oh, really good. I love the part where
Yeah.
the little girl, Sophie, I believe, was in the staircase, and
Yeah,
it's just
Sophie.
like the old wallpaper. And it's just like the whole film was so beautifully done. There's a little folklore to it if you think about it, because they were talking about Saint Lucy, who is a part of Valak, who is looking for a relic that they lost, and they want that relic to become more powerful. And so Sister Irene, who is you come to find out, I don't want to go into too much detail, but you find out details about Sister Irene. And now the Warrens aren't in this film, but when you watch the whole chronological series, you start to see connections. And that's what Rick and I talked about. I was like, wait a minute. So if this is a descendant and this person to descend, that means they're sisters. And that's all I'm leaving it at. So
Yeah.
you find out details that kind of intertwine together. And the way, any Conjuring movie, whether it's Annabelle, The Nun, or The Conjuring, you have to watch all the way past the ending credits and watch the little snippets they give you. And I think, this is just my opinion, that there may be either a Nun 3 or something's going to happen that I'm hoping that will happen in next year's The Conjuring, The Last Rites. So I'm super excited for that. But The Nun 2 is just phenomenal. Storyline wise, the way it connects with everything else, if you know the storyline, there's nothing better than that movie this year.
All right. All right, Rick, real quick. Is Eli Roth your favorite movie? It is. All right. So I'm going to jump in before him because we both have the same. Wait, no. We both have the same favorite movie.
Is that really the
However,
number one?
Oh, no. I actually do have an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that one first.
Do it.
Jared's going to love this. It's a slow burn.
A
Actually,
spoonful of sugar. I fucking know you love that movie,
no,
motherfucker.
you're wrong.
Is it one I recommended?
It is one you recommended.
Oh, shit.
We just talked about it the other night.
Mm-mm.
No, not that
No.
one.
Oh shit!
No.
Oh my god!
Give us
Oh,
a clue.
know.
Give us a clue. I'm like this.
Oh god! I forgot the name of it.
Bones.
Huh?
Bones.
Bones.
Oh. I don't think I've seen that
Nah, I
one.
probably didn't see it.
Español.
Never
How
heard
do
of
you
that
say?
movie. Bones?
How do you say bone? How do you say bones in Spanish?
Huesos?
Whistles.
Oh, that movie really?
Oh,
Huesera.
say that.
Hues-
Oh,
Huesera.
wow. Okay.
I am not a slow burn person at all.
Totally forgot about that movie. Yeah.
Unless
JR
it's done right.
recommended Huesera, and then watch that movie. It's awesome. Like, that was one of my favorite. I have two. I asked Rick that question because I knew that I saved Rick for last on this question because I knew that we both have the same.
Yeah. After, yeah.
We're not. I'm
Because
not
the way we
stupid.
talked about it, that's why.
I'm not stupid, but my honorable mention, because I like to give all the genres that we watch, slow burns especially, because that's Lexi and that's Lexi and JR. Huesera, as far as slow burns, is one of my favorite 2023 movies. I mean, it's beautifully shot.
Yes.
It's a great story. I hate slow burns, but it's one of my favorite slow burn movies of the year.
Yeah, slow burns. You know how I feel, and if it's
You
done
and I are
right,
the same.
remember that the Night House was another slow burn that I really enjoyed. So yeah,
That's it. So Huesera is my honorable mention.
The Bone Woman, in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah.
The Bone Woman.
Huesera, the Bone Woman.
I think it's on Shudder right now still.
Yeah. By
But
the
I
way,
knew-
if you have Shudder, my Shudder was canceled because Amazon thought, well, AMC Plus has Shudder already, and you're double dipping, so we cancel your Shudder so we could lower your price. I'm like, awesome. The next email after that was, oh, we're gonna have ads now, so if you don't want ads, we're gonna raise up the price by $3. So okay, so the money you saved me on Shudder, I'm just gonna spend anyway on new fucking ads. You motherfuckers. That's physical media, motherfuckers. Physical media streaming is getting out of hand.
I'll give you my account.
Nah, okay.
But yeah, no, Huesera is
Good shout. Good
my
shout on that.
honorable mention for 2023.
That's a good one.
It's obviously, yes, it's Spanish, but it is one of those movies that, like, Jared brought it up to us. We reviewed it. Check out the
I fucking
episode.
love that shirt you're wearing, bro. Not just the color, the black, the
Wait,
the way it looks like.
what does it say on there?
What's that say, G? I can't read. What did it say?
That sounds like a horrible idea. Count me in.
See, you grab the book, man.
Hold on.
You grab the book in Evil Dead.
I know how to read. What I'm saying is I'm blind. I can't. My glasses only work as.
I'm blind too. I had to zoom in there.
Yeah, I think we reviewed that one with Angel, right?
No, that was with Cat.
Yeah.
Cavallor, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
Author.
Huesera was just.
That was a good one, yeah.
I thoroughly loved that movie. However, I'm gonna put it on Rick right now because my favorite movie of 2023 is Eli Roth coming back, delivering, but basically shows that we are all fucked up in how we shop for Christmas, Black Christmas, and it leads into Black Friday. You're right, Black Friday. It leads into Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my favorite movie of the year, Rick.
Okay,
over.
but
No, bro.
First. No.
Oh no, like I
talked
said,
enough. I talked enough. Come on. I
Dude,
want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, like, again, this movie, it's like bringing back Eli Roth. I hate social commentary in a movie, but the social commentary in this movie was so made fun of. Like, Lexi, you're from Florida. You don't understand what it's like to be from up north. A northerner is a whole other genre of people. And to see these people on Black Friday fucking flipping out, going, fuck you, and all this stuff.
It's such an accurate portrayal.
It is such, like, we reviewed this.
I'm from Colorado, so.
Oh no, but
That's
New England is its own little monster.
I have family in Connecticut.
Yeah,
Well,
Joe,
then you know.
Oh wait, Joe's in Florida.
I live in Florida now, but I'm from Connecticut. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Did you admit it?
I know. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. But yeah, no, Thanksgiving is my favorite movie of 2023.
Yeah, me too.
I'd love to see Eli Roth back. That guy took another holiday that nobody thinks about in horror and turned it into horror.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to
And
watch this.
Classic slasher.
you haven't
film.
seen it yet?
No.
Classic slasher. It's
I
not
will
on
say-
Don't cut me off.
It's
Don't
not
cut
on
me off.
So it just dropped on video on demand. So give it
Okay.
about another 2 months, maybe a month.
No, listen,
Not a
it'll,
month.
it'll be on
A
streaming
month,
soon.
a month, a month, a month.
Yeah, it'll be there soon.
But break. I mean, honestly.
You mentioned like they don't beat you over the head with the message, right? It's it was it was very satirical film, a lot of satire, but the message
Yes.
wasn't beat over your head, and they made fun of the fact that they are trying to tell you a message. You know what I'm saying? Great kills, practical like a motherfucker. The dinner scene was incredible. The dinner scene, I mean, a great villain who, mind you, he killed motherfuckers, but he took this motherfucker, killed people, but he was kind to animals.
Yep.
Yeah, I love this fucking
He
guy.
was.
This killer was fucking
It
amazing.
won Rick then.
Yes, yes, he was kind to animals. They didn't go for the shock. Oh, let's have the killer kill the poor cat. No, he didn't kill the cat. He hooked him up.
No,
After he killed his owner. man.
He's like, oh damn, I just killed your owner.
All right, yeah.
You're
He
gonna
felt
be
bad.
hungry for like 4 days. Let me put some food.
He put food
Oh.
down. He petted him. He made sure he was all good and shit.
Aw.
But yeah, it was yo, bro.
I knew this was gonna be picked.
It's northern movie, like you mentioned, Boston. The Boston accents were so
Boston.
authentic. You know, the accents were on point. The cast was fucking great. It didn't take itself seriously, like I said. But when it needed to get inventive, it got inventive. And then when it wanted to get serious and intense, it got serious and intense. And the way it tied the killer to the actual story of, and not just that, but
Awesome.
it was great. It wasn't like,
Good.
oh, really? You were like, that.
It all makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. So it's another whodunit, kind of like, you know, me and Joe were talking about Deep Red now, right? Giallo. It's whodunit. Or who's the killer? Who has the motive? You know, and all the clues that were sprinkled throughout. If you didn't watch a review, I figured it out. Joe was close. Joe, you're on the right
was
path.
close. I
You're
was
on the right
close.
path. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, watch it. I loved it because it was fun. It reminded me why I love horror movies, because these movies
Thank
they
you.
don't take itself seriously. You got to sit down. You know, your suspension of disbelief has to go into a drawer somewhere. Have fun, but it's so over the top in a good way because the kills were fucking awesome.
Awesome.
And I love
Listen,
the Pilgrim
listen,
that's
you-
a great villain. The Pilgrim, the
can get-
look, everything.
You can get killed on a dumpster. Like even a dumpster.
And what did I tell you? That was probably one of the most inventive death scenes I've seen in a
And
long.
when it happened, I was like, that can happen.
It could happen.
That can- like when you watch it, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
that's not big.
If
That
you
can
see the
happen.
old Eli Roth trailer, which is great, the original during the Grindhouse films, it has the same tone. Obviously, it's not the same movie. None of the actors are in it. Obviously, the scenes are different, but the tone is there. And I love the fact that they kept the mascot with the turkey guy that was in the trailer. They kept him in it, and again, they kept the spirit of that trailer alive, but modernized it. You know, they didn't. You know, it was great. I think fun movie. You sit down. It's short. It goes by.
2023's best movie, to be honest with you.
It's fun. I don't see anyone who had not one bad thing to say about it. Only the people that take the spyglass thing seriously, that are avoiding spyglass because of what happened with Scream. I feel bad because this movie has other. It's the same company, yes, but the filmmakers got nothing to do with that.
Scream, yes.
Yes, no. So I don't. These people that are constantly bashing other people because they're enjoying Thanksgiving is bullshit. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Don't do that. These filmmakers got nothing to do with that. yes, it is Spyglass, but the filmmakers who put this movie together are completely different.
I got a question for you, Rick.
Yeah.
So would you consider Thanksgiving and When Evil Lurks? I know how much you love When Evil Lurks as a top 2 for the year.
Top 2. Oh, I don't want to get into it because VHS 85 and Evil Dead was on my list, right? And another film, Talk to Me. It was 2022.
I haven't seen that one yet.
That was 2023 though.
But officially in theaters was 2022, but it came out here in 2023.
Yes.
Awesome film, creepy as fuck,
watch that.
original, great concept. I've never seen it done before. If you haven't seen Talk to Me, watch it. But Thanksgiving and When Evil Lurks, they're top 2. The reason why I put Thanksgiving over is because that's a movie I could watch over and over. It's so much fun. When Evil Lurks is great. Technically, it's an amazing film, but it's depressing as fuck.
It's gory as fuck.
In a good way. In a good way. In a good way.
The shock value of it.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving, it's more, honestly, it's more of a, I don't want to say, it is a little of a bias because I'm a slasher guy. And Thanksgiving took the slasher film. They didn't need to reinvent it. They kept this, dude. This Thanksgiving could have come out in the 70s or 80s. That's the way this film was made. You know what I'm saying? But with today's, it was practical, not much CGI. It's a great film. We had some good movies this year. I'll be honest.
The turkey scene with her wrapped up as turkey.
Good film. Yeah.
Oh,
watch that. When Evil Lurks. And again, if you haven't seen Talk to Me, look for it. It's fucking great. That's a great film. I didn't put it because it came out last year. Technically, that's why I didn't.
I still got to see that one as well.
It's good. Yeah.
Me too. All right, guys. So thank you for joining us.
Oh wait, I thought you were gonna have one more question.
Was I?
What movie we're looking forward to for 2024?
You're
All
right.
right, this is quick. Everyone, do your one answer. Go ahead, Joe. Joe, you go first, Joe, since you mentioned it.
Yeah.
All right, there's one film that I actually, I'll be honest, I saw the trailer. I did not know this film was coming out. And watching the trailer, I'm kind of curious on it because the fact that there's always films about imaginary friends, and some of them are done right, some are done bad. But there's one that's coming out, and I'm skeptical on it only because it's Blumhouse. But the guy who directed it did Kick-Ass 2, and I love Kick-Ass 2.
But Blumhouse also did it.
They
did.
They
Smile? Did it Smile? Blumhouse? No. Wait, who did Smile?
Yeah, but Blumhouse also did. Blumhouse was behind Exorcist.
But what I'm trying to say is,
Halloween.
what I'm trying to say is this. Yeah, they're hit or miss. That's what I'm trying to say. They're hit or miss. Yeah.
But the movie is called Imaginary, and it's about a woman who moves back into her childhood home, and her stepdaughter finds a teddy bear in the basement.
Yes, I saw that one.
She names it Chauncey.
Yeah, I saw that one.
But this is an imaginary friend who's causing the daughter to do things she shouldn't be doing. And I'm curious by it. It got me hooked with the trailer because I am curious about it because it has some good. I mean, the downside with trailers is sometimes they show too much.
I don't watch them. That's why I don't watch trailers. Man.
But I'm curious about it because Imaginary Friends has always been something that's been hit or miss. And I'm curious about this film. So Imaginary, it actually drops early. It drops in March of 2024. So I'm probably going to go watch it in the theaters just out of curiosity.
It could be a 3 corners of horror.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it.
All right, mine is The Strangers.
Ooh. Did you know, Joe?
Yeah, that was coming.
Hold on. Did you know, Joe? It's a trilogy coming. You know that.
I know.
But you know that, right?
Yeah.
But did you know? I just found this out. The whole trilogy is going to be released next year.
I know.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
That's insane.
Yep.
Hey, I was just.
If done well, yes. I ain't complaining. It could work.
I love The Strangers.
You put me onto that, by the way.
Literally.
Both you guys.
I jumped on you and told you watch Stranger. Watch. Yeah. It actually took you over a year to watch that movie.
I just saw The Exorcist, bro.
So I'm saying
only because I was scared as a kid. Not that
it took you a year to watch The Strangers, and you actually liked The Strangers.
Yes.
So yes,
both of them.
I'm looking forward to 2024 Strangers.
Christina Hendricks, bro. Oh my god.
Well, that's The Strangers
Part 2. That was good too. That was good.
It was good. But
It wasn't.
We'll see. Because
you were
Strangers.
home.
Strangers appeared in the movies that fucked me up.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this movie is going to hold up. Lexi,
Movies, because 3 of them.
a movie.
Well,
Next
I
one.
mentioned
Lexi,
it
what's
during
yours?
my favorite, the continuation of the Conjuring series, The Conjuring Last Rites. I am looking forward to seeing, hopefully, Maurice's exorcism so they can tie in everything all together in a nice, pretty bow. Whether it goes that way or not, because I read rumors that Nun 3 may be coming out in the near future, between 24 and 26. So we'll see. But The Last Rites does come out next year, and I want to see that.
All right, Rick.
I know Rick's number one.
All right, let's
Go
see.
let's
All
hear
right, yeah, guess it. What is it?
Terrifier 3.
Terrifier 3.
Lexi, what is it, Lexi? Lexi, what's my number one, Lexi?
I was going to
Oh.
say Terrified 3.
Joe, what's my number one, Joe?
Terrifier 3.
All 3 y'all wrong.
What?
Right.
Motherfucking Maxine is my number one
Oh,
movie.
you're right. Oh,
2024.
You're right. You're right. Wait. I want to change my Maxine.
You can't take
As-
it back.
Listen,
I can't.
as much as I love Terrifier,
we are,
this Maxine
Hey,
series is
Pearl.
on another level.
yes.
Pearl?
Yes.
I know GR wasn't as thrilled with it, which is fine. But
You
I didn't
know
watch
X.
Pro. I haven't watched Pro yet.
he's not-
no, I'm sorry. I
it
meant
was
X. I meant X. I meant X.
X. JR did drop his pants and poop on X.
That's okay. Listen.
I didn't really poop
No,
on
he
it.
didn't. No, to be fair, yeah.
I
I
gave it
get
a
it.
good rating.
Listen. I don't want to get into that because we're showing.
It
know,
wasn't
I
below
know.
3. It wasn't below 3.
No, I know. What I'm trying to say is
Maxine is supposed to be the continuation of Pearl.
Yes.
no,
yes.
X.
So
X.
it's
So-
X.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
X.
The story of
It's
Pearl.
X, Pearl, and Maxine.
Yeah, X is. You saw X, Lexi?
Yes.
Okay, so X is Pearl is a prequel
Last
to
month.
X, right?
Yes.
As long as you saw it, it's
Last
fine.
month. Really?
Let's not give it.
Okay,
She
all
saw
right,
at least.
she's fine.
So
okay.
Pearl is a prequel to X. Maxine is
Okay.
a sequel to X. If that makes any sense.
Because when
Yes.
if you watched X as she walked away, her father was preaching
Right.
about his daughter, and now
So
she
now
goes
we're gonna
on
see Maxine living in her. Oh, I can't. Now
as
listen,
a fucking
and
a
what I love
hardcore
about
porn
this
star.
this franchise is X is a slasher film, right? Obviously, it's 70s base porn, when porn was just getting started as being big time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Pearl is a prequel to that. The old lady in X, that's Pearl. So that's telling you her story, how she came up when she's young. It's not a slasher film. It's completely different. It's a
Is that a
character.
slow burn?
Yes, it's a character
It's a
study
slow
though.
burn.
It is a slow burn. It
It's
is.
Pearl. Okay, all
But
right.
the acting, Mia
Hold on,
Goth.
Rick,
listen,
hold
Yeah,
on.
go,
Rick,
go, I got
out of
you.
curiosity, was Pearl better than X?
yes, yes,
Yeah,
I've
Pearl
heard
was
Yes.
everybody
better
say
than
Pearl
X.
was better than
Yes.
X.
Pearl was so
on a
much
film
better
level.
than X.
On the film level, yes. Technical, acting,
Because
story. X is a
because-
slasher. It's a basic
X-
film, but
oh, X.
it's fun. I love
When-
the cinematography, the
when
way it goes
she
back.
walks away and she's running, calling for help.
Dude, it's
It's a
just
fucking farmland.
yes,
There's nobody
bro.
that can
It's
hear
just-
you.
I love it.
And she's like behind her, and she's like, oh, and just hits her. Oh my god.
You go
Just
from
feeling
that,
right.
and then you
Just
release
feeling right.
Pearl, which is a
Oh.
slow burn, long. It's a longer film,
JR, I
and
promise
it's got the
you-
new and it's got the new Superman in that movie too.
Yeah,
so
I
if you want to
promise
know what
you-
he's like, I'm
I
sorry.
promise you, JR, that you will like Pearl better than X.
No,
It's different. It's different
Everybody I've heard and read said Pearl's
It's
better than X.
it's Mia Goth. If you were never like, if you're not like on board, Pearl would make you at least
on.
reconsider because she carried that. film.
Infinity Pool was almost my favorite.
Remember,
Yeah.
Mia Goth is going to be in Blade.
You know what? Is she?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Pearl came out first.
No, X came out.
X came out first, then
X was
Pearl.
first.
Pearl's
But
the prequel.
if you want to watch it in chronological order,
Watch Pearl first,
Pearl and
X,
then X,
and then Maxine.
and then Wavelengths.
So yeah, just to tie it back up, Maxine, it's in the 80s. All right, Pearl was in like the 60s, right? 50s, 60s.
Mhm.
X was in the 70s, and now Maxine is Maxine living her life in the fucking
80s.
bro.
80s
And
high
Ty
of
West, bro,
porn.
like if you haven't seen the House of the Devil, this guy's a period piece horror master, bro.
Ty West was from VHS.
Yeah,
the
he does
one
a few
where-
of them.
Well, no, but he did the one that Wasn't he the one that?
I don't know which ones he did. I know he was tied to the
Ricky
original.
Grimes likes timepieces. I said it before.
I call the house is with Radar. I call it that. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
All right, well, guys, thank you for joining us. 2024 is coming up. All four of us have a lot coming up. Lexi, I'm gonna get you on the Lexi tapes. It's all coming up, so thank you for joining us. 2023 horror was up and down, but we all seem to love the same movies, right?
Oh.
So
Give or take.
make sure you join us for 2024. And one of the first things we're gonna kick off is Horror Italiano. Make sure to check that out.
Horror Italiano. This Sunday, by the way, we had the trailer already on the coming soon, but for those who haven't seen that, we will be releasing it this Sunday. So it's holidays, we didn't really do no work, so obviously, come on, it's a holidays, you know what I'm saying? So this Sunday, we're gonna drop the trailer. The trailer for Horror Italiano, official trailer, will be dropping this Sunday. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it. Our first episode will be in the when's it dropping?
December 7th?
No, January 7th. You said.
Yeah, I'm sorry, January 7th.
That'll be Dario Argento, one of the masters of the Giallo film, one of the Giallo's best. We're going to be covering Deep Red. We're gonna deep dive into that. We both seen it 2 times. Let's say, right?
My third time.
Third time. I saw it twice. Saw it 3 times.
First time, and I still fucked up.
Yeah.
When we reviewed it, I messed up on the fact
okay.
that I missed so much.
Yeah, there's so much in there, bro. It's
so great.
Yeah. So yeah, if you Italian horror, cinematography, obviously the colors, and Dario Argento, among others, we got Mario Bava. He's gonna be in there. So
JR's got another, The House That Horror Built.
So if you're into the houses that October built. Wait, October built.
No, the houses that horror built.
I mentioned the movie title.
I know.
I'm a little buzzed.
October. I know. I'm like,
the second episode will be dropping on next Tuesday
with Radar the Board, the man.
Radar the Board, and maybe a guest appearance by somebody. Where we're gonna be talking about the House of 1,000 Corpses, and we're gonna set season 2 of What's Your Story dropping on Thursday.
Yes, yeah.
Lexi's joining up on that. She's the co-host of that show, and I will be dropping, say, a menu of the second season. Well, actually, the third season officially will be of Lost or Found.
Is it Mom?
Huh? That's going to be one of them. But this season is going to be interesting because I kind of nitpicked in certain films that I want to do with certain kind of, let's say, message in all of them. But yes, that's going to be dropping. I'll let you guys know when. But yeah, we got still a lot coming your way. Oh, yeah. And there's still more new shows coming out this year because we like to keep everything fresh here. And hey, it's a TV channel, so let us know what you want us to do too, because we like your insight. And if there's certain films, certain genre that we haven't talked about yet, let us know, because I'm sure one of us will be happy to talk about it.
And with that, Happy New Year. Guys,
Happy New Year. 2024.
Thank you for 2023 and to 2024.
We feel
I went too fast.
Rick,
there's a drop in there.
What's up, Rick?
We all cheer for big bottles of beer. I'm Ricky.
In wine.
Stay scared.
Thanks for having me.
Wait, hold on. I'm Ricky Grimes. You're Joe. You're JR. What's going on?
I know, but she drank the wine.
Oh, all right. We got JR, Alexi the fourth.
We're all toasted. Bye, guys.
Joe the psychologist. Movies that fuck me up. Tune in. JR, Lexi, Joe the psychologist. Joe, take us home, brother.
Don't get motherfucking bit.
And watch Italian cinema. Oh, I took your line, did I?
And it's okay. It's live.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother.
Happy motherfucking New Year. Merry Christmas. And here's to 2024 in horror, because it should get better.
Peace.
Yeah, I love you, Rick.